Hey y'all, this is Kim with Creative Escapades. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm so excited that you joined me today, and I'm excited to show you what I'm going to be making. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. So today I'm going to try something just a little bit different. I have a baking pan of water, and sort of like what you would maybe cook a turkey in or something like that. And I have a hydro bottle. This is a 30 ounce, and I've spray painted part of it white and then part of it blue, and I've taped off the blue part because I want to use red and white in the water. And I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm trying to decide which way I need to spray my paint. But instead of hydro dipping, I want to hydro glide the tumbler just across the top of the water to pick up the paint instead of pushing it down under the water. So I'm going to go this way, and I just wanted stripes, but it floated everywhere. But I'm going to add the white in. I'm trying not to make pink really hard. So a couple of times of spraying this across, and I'm using a red satin and a white flat to do this, and just trying to define at least a little bit of separation of the colors, because I want to look like abstract, maybe stripes across there, and then I'll go back in and enhance the stripes if I get all pink, but we'll see. So this is the first time I've ever tried just gliding it over the top of the surface of the water, so we'll see what happens. I think this will work right here. So got a little bit of splatter on my bottle, but it doesn't matter. So I put the top of the hydro bottle, wrapped it in a plastic bag so I would have something to hold on to, and then I'm just rolling the bottle across the top, and that's exactly what I wanted it to do. It did perfect. So I got a little bit of clumps, but I'm just going to use the water and just kind of pat it down. I want to get a little bit more defined lines on there, so I'm going to do a little bit more of white, but I'm going to rinse this off real quick. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I can work with this. It's gonna be perfect. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more white to the pan and then run it back through real quick. And I was getting low on this white, so I just want a couple stripes of white on there. I don't want a lot, and I don't want them to really mingle together. Kind of want them to stay apart. But here we go. We're going to try it again. Just glide it across there, and see it picks up that paint right off the surface, which is just what I needed it to do. So I'm going to rinse it off. I'm going to take it inside, and I'm going to use my air gun, blow all the water off of it, and pat down any places that might be sticking up with, make sure that there's no water beneath any of the paint, especially since I dipped it twice, or glided it twice. So here we go, and it has dried overnight, And what I want to do is, you can see how the lines are there, but I want to make them a little bit more defined. So I just took some of the same spray paint and I put it in these cups, and I'm using a rolled up coffee filter, and I'm just going to dab in and brighten up the stripes just a little bit. I don't want to take all the white out of the red, and I don't want to take all the red off the white, but I still want them to be distinct stripes. So I'm just going to keep dabbing around until I get that design that I'm looking for. Now we'll do with the white. I don't want them to be solid. I want them to be kind of more abstract. Now I'm pulling the tape off of the blue part so I can get ready to put a layer of resin on there. And I think that just worked out grand. I'm so happy with it. Looks great. Okay, so next I'm going to put a layer of resin. And I'm using Regal, which is a 1-to-1 ratio. And on the blue part, I took just a very minuscule amount of resin and mixed it with some white diamond mica, and it gave it just enough shimmer on there to really make it stand out. So now I'm finding the center place on my hydro bottle so that I can put my decals. And I have a eagle that is on a clear water slide, but I don't want the red and everything to show, so I cut out a piece of white vinyl to go underneath it. And I got it on there, and now I'm going to add my eagle water slide, and you just put it down into the water and make sure that the backer paper is good and wet and that the water slide is moving gently. I put a little bit of water onto my tumbler where I'm going to put the eagle and lay it down and pull the backer paper out. Then I can move the decal around gently, get it where I want it, and then make sure the water is out from beneath it. And I'm just going to use a coffee filter and just gently blot any of the water that's still on there. And now I'm ready to add my quotes. The top one says, "I pledge allegiance," and the bottom one says, "Enough said." So I already have this on my transfer tape, and I'm just gently pulling the backer paper away from the vinyl, and going to center it over the eagle head. Put it down gently and then push down firmly. Make sure that all my letters are on there, and then remove the transfer tape. Sometimes it might try to pull your vinyl up. Just go slowly. Make sure that it doesn't rip the vinyl or remove your vinyl at all. And then I save that for another project for later. And then we'll do the same thing to the bottom quote. I'm going to center that with the eagle. And I'm just basically eyeballing it where I feel that it looks like it's fairly even. And then gently pull the transfer tape away, and voila! Here it is. Then I use my heat gun, and I just put heat just for a few minutes or seconds really, to run it over there to make the adhesive warm up and then stick to the tumbler better, and I don't epoxy right away. Now I'm putting the big star. I have 50 stars, and I could only get 49 onto the blue part on the side of the tumbler, so I decided to make a great big one for the 50th star on the bottom. So I've got all my stars on a piece of transfer tape, and now I'm placing them on the tumbler. And the way I got the stars is I used in Design Space the shape tool, made the stars, then I sized it to make sure that I could get 50 stars on there, and then I arranged them so that I could place them all down in one place here. Like I said, I could not get 50 on this. I could have, but that 50th one would have been out of place. So that's why it's on the bottom. Besides that, it's a nice thing to, it's different to put it on the bottom, something special. So I have one little star there at the bottom, needed straightening up, so I used my little tool there, just gently pulled it up and pushed it back down. And I'm using my heat gun again to just let the adhesive on the back of the vinyl warm up. And I let it set for a couple of hours, and now I'm ready to add the top coat of resin. And again, I'm using the Regal, which is a 1-to-1 ratio. And here it is, all finished. It's the front. Here's the stars. I just love that sparkle behind the stars. And this is a flip top, so it's very easy to drink from. This is also double walled and vacuum sealed. I love that right there. It looks great. Just showing you different views. And then just to show you the length of the straw, that it goes to the bottom of the cup. The straw is detachable, so you can take it apart and clean it. So I think I like this technique of hydrogliding, and I want to try it some more with some different colors and ideas that's flashing through my head. But I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you have, please click like and share. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. You'll get notified when I upload future videos. And comments or questions, I know sometimes the video goes kind of fast, but I do that for time's sake. So if you do have questions, leave them below, comments, anything. I welcome your feedback, and all of that stuff makes my channel grow, and I'm so happy and feel privileged that you do join me and watch my videos. So the description of everything I use will be in the description box below, and this one is available for purchase, so if you're interested, just contact me. My contact information is below in the description box also. So I want to thank you again for joining me, and I want to say I hope to see you in my next Creative Escapade. Bye bye for now.